What you got, Steve?
First throw of the magnet. I've got a mortar.
And it's a keeper because it's
Still got the fuse.
exploded.
It is exploded.
What's that attached to it here, Steve?
First throw. It's a plastic dust cap or something. First
So
throw.
is that safe?
Yeah. First throw of the magnet. I got a mortar.
Oh God. Good on you.
There's the tip, the fuse. Unbelievable. First throw. That never happens. Well, good morning to another episode of the Peaky Dippers. We're on the Welsh borders at the moment. We're not going to say where yet until maybe later on in the video, but thank you all for joining for another fun-filled adventure. As you can see, if this is how the day's going to go, it's going to be a good one.
So we just found this spike, very thick at the end here, and very thin at that end. Just looks different to normal spikes. So we come to this bridge, guys. We're by an 11th century church. We're on a bridge that's probably 1700s, and we're on a river that's obviously ancient. So Steve's already had find of the day so far. Let's see if I can beat him. Let's get some medieval stuff. I don't like them things he's pulling out. But yeah, good find. Fair play. So I just pulled up this pouch, and inside it was this thing. I don't know if it's an old fishing knife of some kind. It's too far gone, but find's a find. Got a piece of plate steel there, guys. I thought it was a sign at first, but it's not. Never mind.
Right guys, I've got some kind of cap off something. Haven't a clue what. I've got two items here, little interest lead. Don't know what that is. Unusual. And I'm not sure if that's a little old spanner or not, but again, another one that'll interest Glenn, because he likes to clean these little things up.
Straight down.
That is a big one.
Oh, that's a nice find from here, isn't it? Is it a nice shell?
It was. That was an old one. Really old.
I wonder what it was.
Very strange one that, but it's just that rotten look. I mean that's metal and it's just going to nothing. Nothing left of it. So I don't know with that one, I'm afraid.
Morning guys, I'm back. First row, gaff clamp. And we've got a very old remnant of a windscreen wiper there. So it's a beautiful place. Let's hope it's been in the stream there.
Good morning all. How are we? Doing well? Hope so. Just pulled this out. First look, it's an old stone wedge. So this bridge is built of stone. Was this used in the building of this bridge? Very old, around 1700s. We're dating this bridge too, so nice find.
It's not.
What's that?
It's a drive shaft.
It's a drive shaft, yeah. Just from this side up then, bro.
Yeah.
I was a bit worried.
It's off a lorry, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or a tractor. Let's give it,
Tractors have been coming across in there before they put the stumps in to stop them.
let's give it up and over.
Let's more scrap for Mike.
It is. Some weight in that and all.
Well, that's a bloody buckle then, sitting there like that. Watch your fingers. Bigger bab.
So Alison's pulled out a drive shaft, possibly off the back of a tractor. I'm going to put it down because it's heavy.
Vicky's find of the day.
Oh, We could be off the PTO off a tractor for driving heavy machinery, farming equipment.
That's a long one, Mike.
You know where it is, don't you? It's the old metal fencing that used to run along the edge of the riverbank.
Yeah.
Steve, you know when you put it there, that fence?
Yeah, I helped dig the holes out.
First horseshoe of the day, and that is quite an early one. You can't beat that. You can't beat an horseshoe from a very old bridge. It just ties in with what when they used to bring the horses across and stuff like that. Just picture it in your head.
So guys, we're just looking around this old church where we're fishing, and I've been told some incredible history. So this church dates back to Roman times. That's a cannonball shot where cannonballs hit it. And if you look in places around the church, like here, this is all robbed out stone from Rochester, I believe it is. And here you can see all the patterning. Got all different bits all the way around. We're going to take you around and show you some incredible footage. Another one of the robbed out stones from Rochester.
And is that the Rochester Cathedral?
Yeah.
Right. And what happened to Rochester Cathedral?
It was part of the dissolution of the British churches by Henry VIII.
Right.
So instead of just demolishing them, they robbed the stone and used them in other buildings.
Ah.
And some of the stones were brought here to help replace some of the rotten stones, because you can see it's all over the thousands of years, it's all rotting away, eroding away. But a lot of the dimples and things like that are musket shot and cannon shot.
Found another one.
Yeah, that's a musket impact hole. Now I don't know if you can see, guys, but this is the original church building, but all of these buttresses were added on in 1817. You can tell because of the dated look. Can you see the date stone?
Oh yeah, there.
So the buttresses were put in to stop the stonework spraying out and collapsing. And look at the little carved faces either side of the stained glass window as well. Absolutely stunning. Now this has really got me going, this is. But if you look here, guys, you see all these grooves cut into the stonework? This is where they used to sharpen their arrowheads.
Wow.
I mean, look at the history here. I've never seen this on churches before, and I've worked on a lot of churches being an ex-steeplejack. But yeah, that's where they used to sharpen their arrowheads. But it gets even better. If you look this way, where are we? Here we are. More robbed out stone in here. We've got a Saxon headstone, but Knights Templar. These are English Knights Templar graves.
Wow.
We all know the story on the Knights Templar. They ended up all over the world. But to have some of the gravestones here is incredible.
I hope you can see that.
But yeah, they're all Knights Templar graves.
Wow.
And check out this woodwork above the door as well. It's all in Latin, I can't make out what it says. No doubt Marie can put some history in, but this is all original woodwork as well, and stained glass windows. And the guy was also telling me that in the tower, now I know this, every church tower, be it stone, brick or whatever, has to sway in the wind. In this particular one, they put a steel bell ringing gantry inside the tower, and because it's steel and it's fixed, there's no sway on the tower anymore, and it's dislodging a lot of the stonework. But to me, that's the best. Having Knights Templar graves here is just incredible. It really is.
Them are absolutely amazing.
I'm sure Marie
Absolutely
can put a piece
amazing.
in the video regarding the Knights Templar. It's just a shame we haven't got any names on them.
Wow.
But for all our foreign friends, there you go. Original Knights Templar gravestones.
Absolutely
And a
amazing.
Saxon headstone.
And that's a Saxon
That's
headstone
a
there.
Saxon headstone.
Wow. Oh yeah, you can just see. If you
We've all
can,
got the Templar cross on.
yeah, if you can just see that as well.
Unnamed, but with the Templar cross. But I just love that bit of stone there with where they carved the where they sharpened the arrowheads.
That's amazing.
It could have been the Knights Templar sharpening their arrowheads.
Established around 1120 AD, the Knights Templars were a band of warrior monks who decided to devote their lives and activities to the services of the Church, fighting on the front line against the enemies of Christ. As the Templars gained prominence and power, they expanded their influence across Europe, including the Green Hills of Britain. The Templars found favour with the English monarchs, who granted them lands, privileges and exemptions. They lived a very strict life, so it was not attractive to everybody. So it's even more incredible that they ended up so powerful, because it was not an easy life. A lot of the rules were very similar to what you'd find in a monastery. They had to be celibate, were not supposed to own any valuables, and they could only carry a very small amount of money. This was supposed to make them disciplined and hardened warriors. With their commitment, their training, and their refusal to retreat, they became the most feared fighting force of all the Crusaders. In 1307, they faced persecution and suppression, accused of corruption and blasphemy. The Templars were disbanded, their leaders tortured and executed. Templars who renounced were spared execution, but faced imprisonment and penance for the remainder of their lives. For those who refused, a far grim fate awaited. The Knights Templar is an incredible story, a 200-year history that went from 9 knights to thousands, and went from the heights of power to the depths of tragedy.
What have I seen that on before?
I don't know, but I think the Knights Templar have been here. Got Glenn excited. And we've got that. Whatever that was. Glenn's having kittens. And they've got a buckle, which she's going to have kittens over this as well, because I love buckles.
This is an annular. It's an look.
Oh, it is.
It is. It's an annular.
It's an annular. It is. Look. I don't know if you can see on camera.
Anglo-Saxon, Steve.
It is. It's got the curl at the bottom.
I bet it's come out of a grave offering from that 11th century church.
Oh no! It is. It's an annular.
That is a beautiful find.
It's got the curl at the bottom. Well, Glenn will confirm this on the finds, but we're pretty sure that is an annular. Oh man!
I'll swap you for this buckle.
That's my buckle as well.
Nah, if that is what I think it is, I'll get it confirmed by our man. If that is what I think it is, oh my god. It's in immaculate condition.
What's an annular?
It's an annular.
It does look like one.
A pilgrim or a priest would have came here for worship. And
Yeah, because
it'd have been round the neck. It's a sign of Christ, look.
There is a medieval church just here.
I can't believe it. As soon as I seen it, I went to the look. It's an annular. Sorry, we've been saying it wrong. It's not annular, it's an amulet. Amulet, not an angular. You can get that, Steve.
Now this man here has an apology to make.
I do, because I got excited and he's actually
Off a horse bridle.
off a horse bridle, but it's still old.
It's still old, but I can see where he was coming from. It does look like an old amulet. But we've Google lensed it, we've had it checked by somebody else, and it is off a horse bridle. So what do you say, Glenn?
Find something better, Steve, before you give it me as a gift.
At first glance, this seemed to look like an amulet, and you can certainly see the resemblance. But on investigating further, it actually turned out to be an horse's snaffle bit, which is still a nice find. Every discovery is potential treasure, so never forget to double check your finds.
I had one for a bit. Peaky spoon. Yeah, got a spoon. And some kind of bracket of something, and it's quite modern because it's got a modern bolt there, so who knows. Well, I've just pulled that out, and looking at it, I don't know if you can see that. It's like a ball shape with a groove in there, so I'm going to tap all the crud off if I can. Let's have a look. Right, I've tried to tap the crud off a bit. But yeah, it's got a groove there. Looks like a knobbly bit there. And a thicker end there. So, yeah, it's one to take back and clean up. See if there's any writing on it or anything like that. So, hopefully we'll show you later.
Right guys, Rusty strikes again. Got a Hotchkiss round. Double drive band, empty, completely inert. It's a keeper. I'm well pleased with that. I've just tapped a bit of crud off and exposed the drive bands. So that's another piece of World War II history.
Looks like some kind of pliers, but old ones. So yeah, definitely take them back and have a look at them. See how old they are. I just got that. Tap the crud. Firstly, after tapping off all that crud, it's a locking bolt. But yeah, you have to check, didn't you?
Oh, look at this! up, and there's
Two knives in there.
Is there one or two?
There's two. That's one, I think, unless that's a stick.
That's a stick.
That's a scabbard, isn't it?
Yeah.
I need to come with that.
No, that's a scabbard.
Oh, yeah,
Oh yeah, I bet it's a scabbard to it.
Yeah, it is.
Do you want me to do it, bro?
Yeah, go on.
No, because you tell me off.
Can we not do it on the wall in case I drop back in?
I can't believe that.
Oh my word.
This place, man.
I don't know what that dagger is.
Look what I've just pulled up.
You?
They mentioned his thing.
Well tied up, well tied up. Still got a belt there, a frog as well.
Look at the condition.
Look, there's
Okay.
I'll let you pull them out.
My word.
I don't know about rushing them out, you know.
Oh wow.
Oh!
Star on the top.
Star David.
This is old.
That is amazing.
And that's another one there.
Still flexible, that. I don't want to force it
I
out.
said to my mum this morning, let me find something that looks medieval to put on the wall. How medieval does that look?
That handle's about to come off, look.
Put it by the... That is amazing, look.
Wow.
Well done.
Is it modern?
Awesome.
We're going to get the modern
I
one.
don't know. I mean, it looks well crudded up. It looks a bit modern. It looks... Sure, that blade wouldn't be in that condition if that was...
It could be somebody's collection though, couldn't it, really? You know,
That
it's
looks Masonic.
Right, get my magnet for me.
Oh, yeah.
Plain
Yeah.
This looks Masonic.
Oh! That's a beauty as well, look.
Oh, we have to
Well,
be
if,
very...
if you can preserve that wood, because that's a
Might be
wood.
bone,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It could be actually, but it's really loose.
I wonder if them like really old medievally reproductions.
Yeah.
That's got a star on it, looks.
Oh yeah, it has. Let's have a look.
It's a Star of David.
It could be modern reproductions, but my God,
What a find.
Amazing.
Nice find.
that one's not been in there that long. I'm more interested in that one. That's old.
That is old, yeah.
Watch it out fall off at
Well done, yeah.
Wow, well done, bro.
Shaboom! Shaboom!
Right guys, just found this in a big lump of crud. I'm not sure what it is, but it's one of them items we need to check, definitely. I've cleaned it off as much as I can for now. So, yeah, we'll have to have a research.
Well, I think in there, I hope you can see it, is a bullet. So, see if I can get it out. Yes, in that crud was a 9mm bullet. That's back out. It's raining again. First proper find today. 1-all shoe, that's it today.
Well done.
Got that. Some kind of tap and a fork. I wondered when we'd find one. Scaff clam.
So guys, few and far between for me today. Not the scaffolding, nothing really excited to show you. That's why you haven't seen my ugly face. Just pulled up this, looks like an old army clasp knife. A bit of a brass end there, and there's the belt loop.
Right guys, quite pleased with this. I've had nothing all day, pulled up a lump of crud, and I've actually got my first caltrop. I'm quite pleased. It's one of the bulbous ones, so it's a bit more rounded. Yeah, it's a caltrop. Pleased with that.
Right guys, so I've had a bit of old shovel. And we've had a live shotgun shell. Still intact. That's what you call a barrel ring. Don't think it's a barrel ring, I think it's either off a wheel or it could be off some kind of belt off a combine harvester or something, but oh well, all scrap. Right everybody, it's come to the end of the day. What an amazing day again. We've all had something, except for Mike and Marie. But yeah, World War II. I've still got to look at them knives and see how old them are. Beautiful place.
It's been phenomenal today. The history we've learned here today is incredible.
It is.
It really is, and we hope you guys enjoy it too.
It is going to be a slightly different video. I mean, yeah, you'll see us with our finds and that, but we want to get some of this history of this Saxon church in here. So yeah, we hope you enjoy it anyway, guys. And we should see you on the finds when it's all cleaned up.
Bye for now, guys.
Bye. And like and subscribe if you haven't already.
The Finds Roundup.
Right, welcome guys, and thank you for joining us this evening. Thank you for watching the video. I hope that you've seen a lot of history, because we went to a certain river and it was right by a Saxon church, and we had a few scares with a few finds because I thought there was a Saxon find, but I'll show you that in a minute. Yeah, and there's Knights Templars graves there.
Yeah, there's the stones to them. Oh, it's amazing, that is. Absolutely amazing.
So when Steve said like it ties in with Oak Island, now you see what I mean. Because Knights Templar was, you know. But yeah, to see them gravestones from the Knights Templar, my God, that was magic.
It took my breath away. It was amazing, amazing.
Yeah. But we had some okay finds. It's definitely a place we'll be returning to. We met a lovely gentleman named Steve, not the Knight Steve that we know in Peaky. There's another gentleman called Steve. He's a metal detectorist, and we've become good friends with him, and we've got some nice things we might be doing in the summer. That's all we're saying. Lovely man, and he's opened our history probabilities up even more, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So I won't say no more on that. It's waiting to come. So we'll show you some of the finds, guys. We went on a little bit of a mudlark as well, but we didn't film it. I also found a really good find, which I found out once I got home. So I'll show you that as well, and that'll tie in with the church. So let's show you the items. Let's do the boring bits first. Okay, so we've got a horseshoe. And you know what? I think Alison found this, but I found mine because I always give the horseshoes to Alison, and I actually hit it off the wall to get the crud off, and it broken. It's the first ever time I've broken a horseshoe, because usually they're really solid.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's a horseshoe, and it ties in with the date of the bridge as well.
But you have got to love an horseshoe.
You never get bored of an horseshoe. If you do, then you're not a proper history hunter. Just to pull a horseshoe up and you don't get nothing else, it's a horseshoe. Yeah, well, that's me anyway. Now I got really excited over this, and I thought, oh my God, but I'd got the wrong picture in my head. So you call me a Wally all you want, but I think Marie's put in the video, haven't you?
Yeah.
What I thought it was. Steve had pulled this up.
But being there in that location as well, it's like, you know, you get excited whatever.
I thought, oh my God, it's a Saxon amulet or something along that lines, or a burial thing. But no, it wasn't. So when I Google Wednesday, actually on the bridge, I Google Wednesday, and it's still old, and I've painted it gold because it's going in the garden. But this is an horse's bit. So basically, you'd have had another one. You'd have a square piece here, or a round piece, depending on what they wanted. Then you'd have had another one of these, the other side, and that would have gone into the horse's mouth, and then there'd have been chain up the side, or straps. So that is a horse's bit, but it did give me a scare, because it does look like that offering, that amulet.
And I think as well that, if I remember rightly, they did used to make amulets out of nails as well. They put a nail across the top and one down the bottom with a ring on top. So yeah, it has got that thing
when
about
I first seen it, and I tapped the crud off it, and Steve giving me to tap the crud off, and I was cleaning it up on the wall at the location. I was like, because when you're at the location, whether it's World War 1, 2, Saxon, medieval, whatever, and you find something, your head is in that frame.
Yeah.
So when I seen that, but whether people agree is a different thing. I think it was like it, so there you go. Tying in with horses, so we found the horses bit, we found the horses shoe, and we got this. Now, yes, this could be used for many things, but I'm sure they use these on like the farriers, horses farriers, so they would chop the hoof with that, pull nails with that piece, and remove dirt and grime from around the horseshoe. Well, ready, prepared for the horseshoe. So I think it's one of them. I don't know. People are going to tell me now it's just some snippers. But even still very old. They've been down there a while. And the mould of them just about. Then we went further down the bridge, and Michael and Kirsty, I think was it Michael or Kirsty? One of them.
I'm not sure.
One of them pulled up this.
Or was it Steve? I can't remember which one it was.
Oh, it was Steve, and he gave it to Kirsty and Michael. So this is for Kirsty and Michael. I'm a bit jealous really, but... so this is a Hodgkiss 30mm tip. Basically a cannon round. And just to show, I've actually got a shell to an Hodgkiss. So that would, sitting there like that, already be fired into the cannon. Loaded into the cannon and fired. This is obviously fired, guys. And what was really lucky about their find was it is hollow.
Perfect.
It is completely hollow. Now, there's a little bit of a warning here. We know, we're not experts, but we know a lot about ordnance and we do not take chances. So, if you don't know and you find one of them, if in doubt, call them out, call the bomb squad, call the police, get the bomb squad. We knew this was inert, that's fine. We found a few grenades in the past that have been inert. Do not take a chance and bring them home if you don't know what you're looking at. Me and Steve know our World War II stuff, and this is completely empty.
Hence when we've actually called the police and got them collected and that.
Yeah.
You know, when you're not 100% sure.
We, I think Kirsty pulled up a gunsling as well, which would have been to a Lee Enfield, so World War I, II, depending on what make it was. A Lee Enfield gunsling.
And she got a first caltrop.
And she got her first caltrop.
A little
one. Yeah. Right, then I went on a little bit of a walk over the fields, because lots of fields about, and I shouldn't have really been on this field, but I went on this field, because it got a bit of a path by the side of it, and we could see bits of pottery. Now, I found a marble, some clay pipe pieces, which I gave to Alison on the day, but this piece I kept myself. It's a piece of Roman pot, and you can see the rim where it's been broken. You can see where it's been broken. That would have been quite a decent sized pot. So yeah, and you see the glazing that's just remains of it left. That is mega. I love the way somebody's ran their finger along there all them years ago. Call me weird, I'm not bothered, but that's what I like. And that is a very old piece of pottery. I don't think it's going into Samian because Samian had like a red coating on it, but I'm researching old finds, so I'm getting quite excited about stuff. Then Kirsty had to walk over the field, the same field, and she found a horse's tooth.
Oh.
Which she gave to me.
There's a lot of horsey stuff going on, isn't there?
Well, I know if I lose a tooth now. But yeah, so another horse's tooth. I actually found a similar one in Bridge North some time ago, if you remember.
Yeah.
So I've now got two front teeth if I need them. I'm going to come to the best find last because it's tiny, but let's show you the knives because I know you're more waiting for the knives. So I pulled up, tied together, two knives, and at first the shape of them and everything I thought,
no.
If them are old, but they're not old, guys. They're actually reproductions, but
Do you think them
yeah, them reproductions,
oh,
but
right,
nevertheless, they are still very nice knives. So we've got this one here, which has got a wooden handle. It's a bit loose. It was loose on the video. Look at the blade on that. That's just a piece.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's got a blade. It's not nothing I keep, so Peaky dippers will have first choice of that, whoever wants it.
Are you thinking the reproductions because of the quality of them, or?
You can tell them reproductions. I'll show you why in a minute. Well, that one's got made in India on it.
Oh, right, okay.
So that's definitely a reproduction. And then this one here, this is beautiful, don't get me wrong, but dagger has got the star on it, and this is actually a pagan knife. So it was supposedly used for sacrifices and stuff like that, whether that be animals or humans, we don't know. But again, just a showpiece. If you look at the quality of the metal on this knife, there's no way that's a real one.
Right.
The blade's sparkling, and this metal, we call it monkey metal. Basically, it is a very low grade metal, and once water hits it, it starts to it breaks apart. It's like clay. A real knife wouldn't do that.
Right.
A real knife wouldn't do that. And also, how you can tell is, see the remains of the chroming on that knife there, and then the rest of it's bare. All the chroming's come away. They didn't chrome knives back in the day. They didn't have chroming. Chroming's quite modern, really, in the last 70 years at least. But you wouldn't have had a chromed knife hundreds of years ago. And on it, it's got the star there. And when I looked on Google, they're still selling them.
Right. Okay.
Which I think's bizarre in this day and age, that they're still selling knives like this.
Yeah, that is a bit bizarre.
Yeah, because I wouldn't like somebody to come up to me in the street with that. But yeah, unfortunately we live in a world where they're still selling these.
And you're actually going to destroy it, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't care what people say to me. I will chop this up because I don't like knives. I don't keep knives in my house except for kitchen knives, but yeah, I think if somebody breaks in and they grab one of these,
obviously if it was
an advantage over you, haven't they?
Obviously if it was a medieval sword or something.
That'd be different. But the best find of the day, guys, and I hope you can remember part of the video where we showed the Saxon church where they sharpened the arrows up against the stone.
Yeah.
I found an arrow. The Anglo-Saxon arrows that I've matched this up to, them exactly the same. So, this was found on the bridge exactly the same day as all this. And I knocked all the crud off, and that is definitely an arrow. I've had it confirmed as well. And this, to be fair, could have been sharpened on that very church.
It could have. Oh.
Wouldn't that be amazing if we could...
How amazing could that be?
And the tang, that's called the tang. So the tang probably would have been a good foot in length when they'd have fired it. They'd have done all kinds in them days to kill a person. They'd have spat on it. They'd have rubbed it in dirty places. Because what they're aiming to do is hit you with this arrow and infect you. Because if they don't kill you, they'll infect you. And if you spit on there and you've got, I don't know, smallpox, you're going to get smallpox.
Mad, isn't he?
Yeah. And they used to put it up the noses, in the mouth, everywhere you can imagine. And then what they'd do then is they'd fire it. If it didn't kill you, you wasn't going away with it. You'd become very ill and then you'd die anyway. But yeah, that's only because I've been researching. But yeah, that is my best find. That's going into my little collection that I've got. And that's it from that day. We will definitely be going back.
Yes. And next Thursday, we had a really good day as well.
Next Thursday? We didn't go on a Thursday?
No, but the video.
Oh, the video, yeah. Yes, we have a return to somewhere. That's all I'm going to say. And
wow.
Wow. Yeah. Again, you know, just brilliant finds again. We're doing really well at the moment. We've been very lucky. I know a lot of people out there struggling and that. And people keep messaging me, research.
Just go for it.
Research,
Just
and you
go
for it. Anywhere where there's water, you're going to find
And you've got to persevere, haven't you?
Yeah.
You know, you might, for the first hour, you might find a nail.
That's
but
it.
Keep persevering.
You've got to look for footfall. If there's a busy bridge where lots of people go across it, somebody's dropped something. Whether it's intentionally or unintentionally. So always think that in your head. So, yeah, I think that's it for the finds, guys. Thank you ever so much for joining me. A big shout out to Knight at Cape Cod, because he got us on the radar about our cannon.
He did.
Yeah. And a big shout out to Cape Cod. If you haven't gone across to him and subscribed, please do. I don't usually do shout outs, but I will for Knight. What a man. And he's finding some really good stuff as well. But even more so, he mentioned us on the American radio station.
Bless him.
So yeah, bless him.
Lovely thing to do.
It is a lovely thing to do, yeah. And I've watched Knight grow from the beginning to what he is now, and he will do well. He's going to do well over in the States. Anyway, guys, big love. See you on Sundays live at 3 PM British time. And let's hope we can get some money straight.
A new location.
We're at a new location there. It could be the worst decision we've ever made, or it could be the best. I mean the worst decision as in shopping trolleys and heavy stuff, but you've got to remove the bad to get to the good.
Yeah.
So we'll try it. So big love everybody. Please like, subscribe if you haven't already. Go across to Sci-Fi and subscribe to him and Nicola White on YouTube as well. And I'll see you on the live on Sunday.